Okay, I've never made an automotive video before, but I want to let you guys know to beware of brake boosters from Advanced Auto Parts that are remanufactured by A1 Cardone. This is a 2015 Duramax LML Silverado 3500 HD. This was my second bad remanufacture in a row. I've now done the brake booster on my truck 3 times. So the first one started leaking at the weep hole. Show you where the weep hole is on these. Right here, if I can get it to focus. This is designed to weep so your master cylinder mates up here. This push rod is running on hydraulic pressure through these lines and pushes when you hit your brakes. And this rod pushes your master cylinder in. When the seals in here go bad, it'll start dripping out of the weep hole. My OEM one died at 255,000 miles, so I really couldn't complain too much. It's old. So I go to Advance, I get a new one of these. Or I'm sorry, a certified remanufactured one. I put it on the truck. Everything's fine. I'm going down the road. And it would only do this, I'm talking like once every hour and a half of driving. And I was driving an hour to work. So it was happening every day, but not that often. I would be driving down the road and I would hit the brakes. Zero brake booster. I'd have like a hard pedal. And my pedal would be like if you just didn't have the gas or the truck on at all. Nothing. No boost. And I was pulling my camper when it happened one time, and I thought I was going to kill everybody in front of me and myself. I veered off the road. I didn't wreck. I just kind of went off the shoulder, and I looked like an idiot to everybody. Like, what the hell's wrong with that guy? But I couldn't stop. What I'd have to do to fix that is I'd have to put it in park, put both of my feet on the brake pedal as hard as I can. And I'm talking like I'd put my shoulders into the armrest of the seat, in the back of the seat, and push like 200 pounds of force. And all of a sudden, the pedal would just go woof. And then as soon as it would slam down, I'd feel the hydraulic push back, and then it would be normal again. Like the valve inside of the booster, I can gather, I'm not an expert on these things, but there is a spool valve in this unit. Let's see here. Should be, yeah, behind this. Okay, so there's a spool valve in here that's controlling hydraulic pressure from your power steering pump. This is a hydroboost, not a vacuum boost. And when that was getting stuck, because they rebuild their stuff like garbage, they just throw a couple O-rings on it. But if the cylinders are scored up in there, it's not going to work. So it would get stuck intermittently and give me no boost at all. And you just be going down the road and have a stiff, hard pedal. Okay, so I go in, I get another reman because they wouldn't give me a new one because they don't have a new one. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. So certainly I won't get 2 bad ones in a row. This one here has some kind of leak going on internally, okay? I drove to South Carolina with my family on vacation from Ohio, about a 10-hour ride, unless your kids are puking like mine were, and it was like 12 hours, and it was hell. This unit would slowly allow hydraulic pressure to ease into the push rod assembly. Sorry, it would be going this way, and pushing on my master cylinder. So I'd be going down the road, and I'd start losing gas mileage, and I'd feel like I'm on the pedal pretty heavy. And then all of a sudden, I'd be going down the road, and my steering wheel would start going left and right. And if I'd start easing off and getting on the brakes, I would really feel it. And I'd get out, and my brakes were like blue hot. You know what I mean? Like when you can just like, you bend your head down there, and you could just feel the heat coming off, and you could smell the brakes. And so my brakes would get slowly locked up as I'm driving, even if I wasn't using the brakes. And this, again, it happened intermittently. I had to pull over 4 or 5 times on the way to South Carolina. And to fix that, I had a 10-millimeter wrench. Actually, I think I still got it in here. For when that would happen, I had this to measure my brake temperature because I was like, I thought I had a collapsed brake hose. Now, an internally collapsed brake hose can make your brakes act like a check valve when the hose internally breaks, which is what I thought happened. And so I replaced the brake hose over here because the original wheel that I thought was really hot was this one, but all 4 of them were hot. So what I would have to do when that happened was I'd have to come down here and I'd have to put this wrench on my caliper. And I'd crack this hose, or I'd crack the brake bleeder, and it would let a bunch of fluid out. Now I'm parked on the side of the road with my family, and every couple hours I pull over, crack the bleeder, let a bunch of oil out, get in the truck, and I'd be able to drive for another couple hours. Or sometimes it would only be 25, 30 minutes. It was like so intermittent. It happened a lot more when the truck was hot and warmed up than when it was cold, which told me it was probably a fluid issue. So all that to say, this booster is a brand new one. I got on Amazon, I got a Bosch unit, which Bosch, I believe, is the original equipment manufacturer for this. These things are a hassle to change. But I'm hoping, since I just installed that unit, that I won't have this issue anymore. I'm going to return this piece of shit back to Advance, and they could deal with it. I don't know. Very frustrating, but I'm just letting everybody know. Do your very best to avoid remanufactured parts from A1 Cardone. You know, I thought maybe I just got one bad one, but to get two bad ones in a row, the odds get significantly less probable for that, unless they're just putting out shit. So avoid them like the plague. Spend the money. Don't do what I did. I had to do that 3 times. 3 brake boosters on this now. I've changed. It's like a NASCAR pit stop. I'm getting good at it, but avoid it. Get the new one. You'll be thankful you did.